What's up, guys? How is it going? So I am finally back home and can start doing videos again. I'll be doing a video kind of more detailed on that, probably with the tour. But anyways, for the time being, we're here for another What's to Come to Rust, and it's kind of going to be a short one because they didn't really alleviate too much, they didn't really give out too much new information. But we do have a few new things that will be added in this Thursday's update that we can see so far. I'll do a full update video, of course, for whatever they're adding. But the big thing here is the M249. So they added a heavy machine gun. And that deer is just toasted. But this thing is really cool. It holds a clip of 100. It has way more recoil than the AK. It sounds amazing. Looks amazing. And it's got a little beat up. It's got a great reload animation. And as of right now, this gun is only meant to be gotten from a helicopter drop. Will it be in every helicopter drop? No, not necessarily. So that's kind of the thing there for them to balance it. It is a heavy gun. It is kind of a big deal, but I mean, it's going to be really expensive. I mean, you can only get this gun by drops, just like the turret parts. So you're not going to be running around all willy-nilly with it. Or if you do, well, you're not going to have it for very long. It's going to belong to somebody else. So that's pretty much it. Now, I did try to teach myself the blueprint. And right now you can, as an admin, teach yourself the blueprint. And that's the cost right there. We're looking at 80 high-quality metal, 400 metal fragments. But I'm pretty sure from what they made it sound like on the dev blog, they don't really plan on having it be a craftable at all. Now, there may be other ways to get it later on, like the military tunnels. And that's something that Vince said he'll be working on or finishing or doing the gray boxes too. So a lot of us are really hoping with this December wipe, as they've said, that we'll be getting these new rad towns and dungeons. So the fact that he's working on them again, very good sign. So basically, they're going to be maybe buildable, maybe not. Military tunnels, buildings, nuclear power plant, water treatment plant, train yards, subway tunnels, sewers, all this really cool stuff. So that might be our December kind of Christmas treat. Getting it all. They said it looks like it's slated pretty well. Don't hold them to it. You know, times can always change. But yeah, we're looking at the next Force wipe. So it looks like this week's going to be pretty much just content with this guy here. Now, I believe this gun was meant for the big turrets. So I'm going to put a picture here. You guys let me know you think that's the same gun. Now, those turrets are supposed to be electric. They're supposed to be, you know, powered, and they are meant to be brutal. Also, they've talked about allowing you to just man a stationary AK or another gun for a turret. Well, this would be well, not turret, but, you know, stationary. It just says, yeah, what do you call it? Encampment? Stationary encampment, I think is what I want to say. This gun would be perfect for it, and it would make a lot more sense, kind of have as a defense, or at least be able to walk up to like a wall, like a sandbag, and deploy it or something. Definitely be really cool. The other little thing they added in is you can toss the bone club now. Whoosh, there it goes. Has that satisfying whooshing noise, except it just kind of throws straight. So they need to give it a bit of a spin there. And with adding all these throwing things, I'd love to see a boomerang and some throwing knives. That would be something I think would be really cool. Sound off in the comments below how you feel about that. Lastly, they are adding NPCs that Gary is actively now working on. These NPCs are going to be the scientists. So we'll toss a picture up here as I've kind of been doing throughout the video. And these guys are in the military tunnels. They might be around rad towns. They haven't really figured out what they want to do with it 100% yet. But it's definitely really cool to see them do some NPC work. They're working on a lot more events. There's still a satellite. There's some kind of early game event that they want to add that they've kept kind of secret. They haven't talked about it. So there's definitely cool stuff. They're focusing on the early to mid game still. That's what they're going to do. So this is kind of the last probably big weapon they're going to be adding in. The other thing is they want to add that weapon customization. Take off the stock, put a different one on, change the clip size, change the sights. And I think that's why the other attachments haven't been put in yet. I'm really hoping we get them this week, but we might have to wait until the big wipe in December. So I don't know. But one way or another, this is kind of a version of the AK right here. And it's got different parts attached to it. And they kind of tease that. And the other thing is, everyone's wondering, where's the female model? Well, we haven't seen it for a while since they kind of finalized it, in this form right here. And, well, I think this is my educated guess. This isn't what they said, because they haven't really brought it up, is that they're waiting to finish this new male model. So this is where they're sitting with that. But that pretty much covers it for now, guys. I'm sorry it's a short what's to come, but they really haven't been talking about a lot of stuff. I don't know if that's because of the great amount of negativity they get, or what it might be exactly, but a lot of people just want Rust to be some kind of caveman simulator, and they bitch and whine and complain about it on Reddit, and I hope a lot of that's not discouraging them from making the game to what they want to be. It's always meant to have a bit of a militaristic feel to it, but it needs to be balanced, and that's what I agree with. It's not quite where it needs to be. We need to get that balance between early to mid to the end game, and that end game should be harder but not grindy, and that's the hard part, and I guarantee that's what they're working on. Plus, we're still missing core elements. We don't have vehicles. There's no horseback riding. The boats have been put on hold, maybe permanently. Aircraft that we can use, like a gyrocopter or a hang glider, parachutes, whatever that may be. An actual helicopter for us. Cars, of course, the modular car system that they've talked about. Electricity isn't put in. That's a core thing. They want to do some kind of farming and animal husbandry. Gary has talked about how much that's important to him. That might tie into horses as well. So there's all these core elements of the game that are missing, and people just say, oh, no, it's this and this is terrible. You get here too quick, or no one uses this because that. But once they get the rest of these core elements in, they can start to flesh it out more. And that's just something that they finally said, all right, we're going to put a pause. You guys want PvE, so we're working on that. Here's the Rad Towns, dungeons, blah, blah, blah. And then you guys want early to mid-game, so we're going to start working on that. I guarantee in a month people are going to be bitching, oh my goodness, what happened to the flamethrower? Where's the better turret? How come we don't have that other sniper rifle yet? What about the burst round ragtag gun? Blah, blah, blah. So people always have something to complain about. But sound off in the comments below, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what your overall feelings for Rust have been. There have definitely been some rough patches lately, but they've definitely added some cool stuff, I feel. And I still have good faith in the fact that they know they're fucking stuff up, and they're going to fix it. When? That's up to, is it going to take too long? Or do we have the patience for it? But Rust is definitely far from dying. It's just not quite in people's eyes as Legacy was. But sound off, guys. Thanks for watching again. Hope you learned something. We'll see you next time.